Thursday, 11th March, our markets here in Indian markets will be shut on account of Mahashivratri. But a lot of news flow is coming in when you start from Wednesday closing, and a lot of stocks that could be in focus on Friday's session. So let's list down a few names, a few stocks that could be in focus, and what essentially you could expect them to be with huge volumes, with huge price movements on Friday. Now, when we talk about sectors, so right from the banking sector to the mid-cap space to the healthcare space, everything will be in focus. Most of the companies, have declared some of the other news flow within their sector. So let's first start with JSW Steel. JSW Steel has given down its production data for the month of Feb. It's down 1% to about 1.31 million tons. Of course, it's an important data. It's not generally very well tracked data, but with metal stocks being in focus, definitely production, what's happening with pricing, what's happening with how things are moving, all seems to be in focus. We reported a couple of days back that Max Healthcare has opened its QIP for about 1,200 crores. They have closed their QIP now and managed to raise 1,200 crores. That's an important number. They are raising growth capital. This is something which was on expected lines. There is always a concern regarding debt in some of these healthcare companies, and all of that gets addressed. So 1,200 crores is what they have raised from elite investors, is what we can pick up from their release. In the banking space, and a surprise move, IDBI Bank is now out of the PCA framework. Now, this means that they can start giving loans. So what RBI has said is that we have directed IDBI out of its prompt corrective action after it found that the lender had not breached any norms or any parameters that the central bank had given. This will be a stock in focus. This is something that was not expected by the street. In terms of IT names, Wipro will be in focus. Why will it be in focus? Is because there have been enormous changes as far as Wipro is concerned. So the new CEO, had a big Wipro day. Then you had a big acquisition coming in from Wipro, and then now they have appointed Mr. Bruno as one of the CEO for the European operation. Remember, they operate in 6 to 7 different distinct regions of Europe, and it will give them more focus. It will give them a head. It will give them, a direction as far as this European operations are concerned, and that's why it's an important development. In terms of mid-cap space, Quick Heal will be in focus. Quick Heal Technologies, of course, we don't really talk about it much, but the board met yesterday and they have approved a buyback aggregating to amount of 155 crores, almost 9.5% of equity is what they have approved, and also looking in at a price of about 250 rupees per share. In terms of insurance space, SBI Life will be in focus. What we are picking up from reports is that their Paris partner, who has been selling stake in the last few years, continues to do so, and they have opened a QIP book for investors where they would be looking in for a secondary sale of about 440 million of shares of SBI Life.